introduce yourself, tell us your name and DOC number, please.
Denise Sneeze, 754-899.
Yes, okay. Let me just read some information in the record. Let's see. Ms. Sneeze, you're classified as a second felony offender. You're currently serving a 10-year sentence for possession of zolpidem, I don't know, operating a vehicle while intoxicated, third offense in terror, also operating a vehicle while intoxicated, fourth offense. Your parole eligibility date is January 16, 2024. You have a good time date in October of 2024. Is all that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us why you're here. Why are you in jail?
For DWI.
I know, third and fourth. And what was that in you were afforded for your third offense, you were released on good time, right?
Wait, say that again?
When you had your third offense, your conviction in November of 2021, you were released on good time.
What is it? I know I served like 4 months and 11 days.
Yeah, and then you got out, and then you're back in jail.
Yes, ma'am.
You were revoked because you had two charges.
Correct.
And then you also got another DWI.
Correct.
What I'm trying to get at is what's your substance? Is it alcohol?
No, ma'am. It was heroin.
What is it?
Heroin.
Heroin?
Yes, ma'am.
Fentanyl, codeine, paroxetine. What else?
Heroin and Xanax, fentanyl.
So tell us about when did you start using drugs?
I started using drugs when I was 14, smoking weed, but it led to, as I was getting older, like 22, I started using opiates. And I got addicted to opiates. I was like taking Roxycodone. And then I gradually started messing with heroin. And I've been on heroin for almost 11 years.
For 11 years?
Yes, ma'am.
And you know what, with the note I made, because all of these, for DWI is very concerning because, you're lucky you didn't kill somebody.
Correct.
And in the last case, it seems as though you're lucky you didn't die. You didn't overdose. They had to revive you with the Narcan.
Yes, ma'am.
So what are you going to do about your substance abuse problem, your addiction?
I'm going to attend mental health outpatient rehab. I was enrolled in there once before, but I didn't want the help for myself. I did it because other people wanted me to get the help. But this time I needed for myself and for my kids. I've been letting my kids down for a long time. And I'm not getting no younger, I'm getting older, and I'm missing out on a lot for my kids. My oldest son is 18, I have a 14-year-old. I have an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. And I've been missing a lot of their life, and I don't want my kids to grow up without a mom. I'm lucky to be alive today. And I just want my kids to know that I love them and I want to be here for them. And sitting in jail these the past 2 years, it made me want to be a better mother and a better person because I lost a lot of friends and family since I've been in here to overdosing, and that could have been me. So I feel like God set me here for a reason to open my eyes because I wouldn't be here today. Because I have overdosed myself a couple of times, so I know this is not the life that I want to live. I don't want to die. I lost a brother 5 years ago to overdosing. And to this day, my mother is still hurting over it. And I'm not trying to put my mother through that pain again. Like I'm not, this is not the life that I want to live.
So you say you've been in jail 2 years?
Yes, ma'am.
What have you done since you've been in jail to work on yourself?
I have took beyond trauma and I enrolled myself in the MET program because it's substance abuse. That's what I need. I need substance abuse because that's what I'm in here for. And I know I have a drug problem, but I'm a recovering addict. So that's why when I get out, I tend to go to IOP because I know that's what I need. And they're going to help me to become better than what I am. I got better in here, but it never ends in here. I need more help when I get out. So I tend to go to the IOP program, attend NAs, attend recovering celebrity, celebrate recovery, AA, NA, anything that I can get involved in to help me stay clean and sober.
All right. So right now, while you're there, what are you enrolled in?
Met Miss Haley's class.
MAT program?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been in that?
It's been like 2 months.
Mm-hmm. So how long is that program?
It's got short term and it got long term. And I'm in the short term, and that's like 3 months.
Did you ask for the short term?
No, ma'am.
That's just where they put you?
Yes, ma'am.
I kind of think based on your history, the long term may be better suited for you. So far through that program, are you considering the assistance of the medication?
I'm taking a Vivitrol shot upon my release. And when my mom already called the mental health and set me up in an appointment. So when I go there, they could keep me on the Vivitrol shot.
Right. And do you also you have a mental health diagnosis?
Yes, ma'am.
And you when did you first get that diagnosis?
I've been diagnosed this for a couple of years now. It's been some years, like, since I was a teenager. I can't remember exactly how old I was.
Like, and so bipolar?
Bipolar depression.
And so so when you were first diagnosed, were you prescribed medication?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you take it like you were supposed to?
No, ma'am, I wasn't. Not when I was younger, I wasn't.
When you were arrested this last time, were you on your medication?
Yes, ma'am.
You were taking it like you were supposed to?
Not really.
And are you currently on medication?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you taking it like you're supposed to?
Yes, ma'am.
Why weren't you taking it like you were supposed to? You preferred the drugs to your prescribed medication?
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna be honest. Yes, I did.
That you were trying to self-medicate?
Yes, ma'am, because that's all I used to do in my whole life.
You have, you score out, I don't know if they discussed this with you there, but have you ever heard of the Tiger risk assessment? It's an instrument, it's a tool used to determine your likelihood to recidivate, and you score out high, and that's based on your history. They also assess what your needs are, and you score high in the areas of substance abuse. You've already acknowledged that. You need treatment. And the mental health issue, you score high. We talked about that. There's another class called Thinking for Change. Have you heard of that one?
Yes, ma'am.
Do they offer that there?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
That instrument says you really need to take that class.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to hear from your family. We have your family here, but I'm worried about you. I think you have more work to do. And the only way I can assure you get that work done is where you're at. I know you have the intensive outpatient program you're looking to, but I think you need more work before. I think you need to, I hope they can allow you to do the long-term IOP. I mean, not the IOP, the MAT, and would afford you the opportunity to take the Thinking for Change. I think that's important for you. Anyway, I don't have any other questions, Mr. Freeman.
Okay, Ms. Sneeze, you claim when you get out, you're gonna live with your fiance?
Yes, sir.
How long y'all been dating?
8 years.
Okay, has he ever had any drug problem?
No, sir.
No addiction.
No addiction. No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, we'll hear from your family. We have your mother, Miss Gloria Smith, who's here. Miss Gloria, could we hear from you, ma'am? She's trying to connect now, so let's move on to Crystal. Is Crystal with us? Yes. Crystal, can we hear from you? You have to unmute your mic. Yep. Let's see, we have Laura Sneeze who's with us. Could we hear from you? Everybody seems to be in trouble with their audio.
Yes, ma'am, you can.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, you can. Can you hear me?
Yes. Would you just tell
Okay,
us your name and relationship?
Currently, my relationship with her, I'm married to her cousin, and I'm also the boy parent of her second youngest child.
Right. What would you like us to know?
In my opinion, and for some time, I think that this, with her being incarcerated, has reached a point, and that it, because it actually was serious, because normally it's more on the wrist and get out and then recondition yourself.
You're breaking up. We have a bad connection with you. You're breaking up on us.
Can you hear me now?
It's a little better.
Okay, so I believe that that there's something that actually opened her up to learning from this chance, because she's never been in a situation this long. It's always an in and out, a few weeks, a few months here and there. But I think it was a major eye opening for her, with her being away that long and being away from the kids and missing out on the growth of the kids and the development of the kids. And like when I spoke with her on the phone, I told her I'll stand 10 toes down to support her, but she knows for a fact I called and had her before, and I would do it again if it would ever have to come to that point. But I trust at this point that she has learned, that she knows, that she's admitted to that she needs help, because she never done that before. She admitted that she needs help. She's willing to take on all of the assignments in which are that she needs to try to get to that level where she can remain clean and do whatever program that she needs to do and comply with it.
Yeah, and I agree with you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you sharing that with us. So has Crystal been able to join?
Well, I think Miss Gloria.
Miss Gloria, are you on? We'd like to hear from you now. You're on mute, man. Could you unmute your device? You're gonna need to pull over, please. Right. Are you able to pull over? Sorry, we cannot hear you. Uh-oh, we lost her.
She hasn't been.
All right, I'm sorry. Let's, Ms. Denise, is there something you'd like to say to us?
I know, like y'all don't really know me personally, but y'all know of my history. But I just want y'all to know that I have changed. I have been here for 2 years and I have changed a lot. And I just want a second chance at life because I take full accountability for the mistakes that I made and the choices that I made. And I learned from it. And I want to just be a better person. And I want y'all to give me a chance to prove that I could be a better person, a mother. And I'm going to go out there and do the right thing. I'm going to do everything that I can do to stay sober and clean, because when I'm sober and clean, I don't make mistakes. I be a good mother to my kids. I do what I have to do as a family oriented mother. The only time I make mistakes is when I'm on drugs. So if I go out there and I'm seen sober and clean, I don't think I don't know. I know for a fact I'm not going to mess up because I'm going to be sober and clean, and I can think with a straight mind, because my mind was so clouded from doing drugs. I wasn't thinking straight. But now that I'm sitting here incarcerated, I had a lot of time to think about everything that I did in the past, and I know for a fact I don't want their life no more, you know. And I just hope you take in consideration that people are willing to change, and it's time for me to change. And I just want to prove to y'all that I can do that.
Okay. Well said. You have been doing some reflection, and that's progress. I'm glad to hear that. I did not mention to you that there is opposition that's been expressed from the DA's office, both in Lafourche Parish and Terrebonne Parish. Ms. Nees, I'm sorry we couldn't hear from the rest of your family, but you know I've explained to you that I think you have more work to do while you're on the inside. I would like to see you complete the long-term MAT program and Thinking for Change. And if you do that, you'll be awarded good time credits. And you know, once you complete those programs, you would probably most likely be an immediate release. You still do have a long-term on supervision, because your good time right now is in October of next year. But once you start working on those programs, that will advance substantially. But you're on supervision to 2031. I like what you said about the intensive outpatient IOP program and your plans to do that as well as celebrate recovery. And I encourage you to do that. But my vote today is going to be to deny your parole because of the work you need to do. I know you'll be an immediate release once you put the work in, and I wish you well. Good luck to you, Mrs. Jackson.
All right. Denise, you're making progress. I really think you are making progress. You should be proud of that. But as you know, the road to recovery is really tough. And you need to have as many resources as you possibly can to be able to realize your dream of being sober and being that good parent that you want to be. I just think you need some more help. I think I agree with Mrs. Renata. There's some programs that I think you need to finish. Once you do that, not only will you be closer to your release date, but more importantly, you'll be better equipped when you are released. And that's our goal, not just to let you out, but to make sure that you don't come back. So my vote is to deny, but encourages you to enroll in those programs that Mrs. Renata mentioned to you. Good luck to you.
Mr. Fruit.
I concur.
All right. Your parole's been denied, but with strong encouragement to do the work. Good luck to you. We wish you well.
Thank you. Oh, he's the person. He really is. Oh, he's so good. Oh.
Once you get in this country for long-term life,
And we're not gonna have to worry about coming back. You're gonna be home with the kids and you can